This segment is brought to you by Waits and Downer, attorneys at law.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us, however you may be joining us. We appreciate it very, very much. And we want to get updates from what's happening in the area of the Morgan City. We want to turn our attention to Morgan City Police Department. Captain John Schaff joining us. Captain Schaff, thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having us, as always, Keith.
Yes, sir. All right, let's talk a little bit about this recent arrest of Mr. Arnaldo Alejandro Arita Racinas. Tell us what happened there.
Yeah, officers responded to the area of Roderick Street in regards to an intoxicated subject, at which time they came in contact with Mr. Arita Racinos, who was found to be in an intoxicated state upon taking him into custody. Where was a brief struggle. He was charged with disturbing the peace, intoxicated, and resisting an officer. But the thing is that whenever we ran him, we found that he was wanted by Interpol, which is the international police, through our NCIC system for a manslaughter out of Honduras.
Wow.
Mr. Arita Racinos was taken into custody, processed, and as now we transferred him to the St. Mary Parish Law Enforcement Center, where he was taken in custody by ICE and transported to their custody.
Wow. And again, he was pictured there. And again, I love the fact that you work so well with other agencies, and Interpol's another one of those. Sometimes we have people that are from other countries that have warrants out for something that may have happened in that country. It's always good that stuff pops up, and we get someone on an intoxication charge, and now we find out that he's got a manslaughter charge in another country. So always glad that we're able to get those people off the streets, because we're not always sure what has happened in other countries. So great job right there.
I give that to our officers here, just good police work. They just responded to a complaint that we respond to, pretty good
Pretty
bit.
often.
And, just happening, this guy was wanted by for an international warrant for a murder out of Honduras. And, we're just glad that we got him off our streets and able to send him back to face justice for whatever he's alleged to do.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it. All right, Captain Schaff, tell us a little bit about this other arrest, Mr. Michael Anthony Noel, on third-degree rape charges.
Yeah, Mr. Noel was involved in a investigation that our narcotics division had been conducting for a good while now, and a search warrant was obtained for his residence when he was taken in custody for possession of fentanyl with intent to distribute, along with all kind of other charges. Whenever an investigation happens, it continues even after a search warrant is executed and the subject's taken into custody.
Right.
And through that continued investigation, officers were able to locate where Mr. Noel was accused of being involved in sexual crimes, which included rape and video voyeurism. This is also a very active investigation that's still continuing.
Right.
And we're not done with this one yet, but there may be more charges to follow on that one.
Yeah, and so one of those things, you find, again, this is another similar case to the first one where you go in, you realize there's some drug charges, and those are present. And then we realize, oh, my gosh, there's some other issues here going on. And then we end up finding out he's got 5 counts of third-degree rape, 1 count of second-degree rape, 4 counts of sexually battery, 21 counts of video voyeurism, and misdemeanor sexual battery of 2 counts. I mean, those are a lot of charges. And so,
If you could read...
Go ahead.
If you're able to read between the lines, you kind of figure out what's going on, but
Right.
with the charges.
Right.
We partnered with Hearts of Hope, which is out of Lafayette, to offer services to these victims that were unknowingly involved in this incident. So as this investigation grows, we have services available for them. We continue to partner with them. We're having a forensic center placed here in Morgan City that's going to be opening hopefully at the end of this year, and working close with them and Shea Hope and making sure that services are available for these victims. But these crimes that Mr. Noel is alleged of, is pretty serious, and he needs to face justice.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that. And again, another individual we're very glad to have off the streets, and very thankful as a social worker that you guys are doing what you can to help those victims. And so we always want to make sure that we're providing care for them. In more good news, Let's talk a little bit about the night out last night.
Night out last night was great, Keith. A lot of people. I know
Wow.
one of y'all reporters was on scene doing some recordings, and it looked like a shrimp festival day in Lawrence Park on a Tuesday night. We gave everything away. I know within an hour, I think we were out of over 500 burgers. I'm not even sure how many pizzas they gave away. The snowball stand was kicking. South 70 was good. We were able to get some good interaction with all our vendors that were there, including other first responders and social services. Plus, we were able to be there and interact with our community. Part I love was the Spectrum Smiles Hour, which we did from 3:30 to 4:30. And even though it was three of them, those three walked away with a bike and a fishing pole and smiled and loved fishing and had a great time for that hour of quiet time that we had just for them, so they could come out and enjoy the event and participate with us.
Wow, fantastic. Look, partnering with your community is always such a good thing. And I love the fact it was so well attended, right? So very often we invite people to come out and see all of the people that are providing services and care for you. And then people, oh, I'm not sure if I want to go. Love the fact it was well attended. And so very thankful for the hard work that all you guys do to serve your community. So Captain Chef, we appreciate it very, very much.
I appreciate y'all coming and enjoying that event with us, man. It keeps growing every year. We're gonna make it bigger and better every year, and hopefully have more people attend.
Very good. I appreciate it. All right, Cap, thanks for so much. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. I got a whole lot more right here on Bayou Time.
This segment was brought to you by Waits and Downer, attorneys at law.